Here at the Field of Corpses, things are pretty quiet at the moment, but come nighttime, it's filled with the screams and laughter of Halloween lovers who bump their way through this creative haunt. Here's a look behind the scenes.
Don't worry, it only gets worse from here on.
It's all in a day's work for Zachary Meyer, the proprietor of Field of Corpses, rated as Colorado's largest haunted attraction and the 13th best haunted attraction in the nation. Field of Corpses runs tours for 22 terrifying nights through Halloween. But it takes a village to pull off this scary feat every Halloween season. With over 40 rooms of uniquely frightening scenarios, work starts early in the season to prepare the tour.
I have a paid staff, and during the summer we have about 4 to 6 people that come out a weekend and work with me. We build different buildings and sites and that kind of thing and maintain it. And they manage and do security stuff and all the work, because it's a huge thing to undertake, controlling 40 to 60 actors a night. And those 40 to 60 actors come from our local high schools of Arvada West, Arvada, Ralston Valley, and my big feeders, one's from Wheat Ridge, because that's where I graduated from. So, you're giving back to the different classes and community that you came from, from the drama kids, the forensics, band, color guard, I mean, you name it, I've had those groups work for me. And so when they work for me as volunteers, make a donation back to their, projects and their different, clubs and organizations. I mean, now it's just huge, it's blown up, because last year we had 115 volunteers that worked and separated out every night. It's pretty crazy to keep it managed,
In addition to the actors, the show relies heavily on its arsenal of unique props.
Took a lot of salvaging. We took a lot of props from different, like I said, the trade shows that we buy out, that we do from certain companies, because don't know if you know, but Halloween is the second biggest industry compared to Christmas. It's $2.6 billion business every year, which is huge. And so you buy props, animatronics, different things. A lot of our stuff comes from different, authentic sites, from junkyards, that kind of thing. And if you will know as well, here in Arvada, there was also up on the Kipling was Ridge Home, which is an old mental institution. A lot of our props came from there too before they tore it down.
The tour varies from year to year to ensure that even the most dauntless of souls are caught off guard. But some of the recurring themes include an insane asylum, a mysterious pond, torture cages, and an electrocution chamber.
Throws forward, his head pounds. He's one of our good props that we keep covered and keep him inside the corn crib. And kids coming out of the sewers, we have that in our old barn, and it's a little different. We have sometimes our clown is 6'8", he's a tall guy, and sometimes we have a big guy, he's about 310 pounds. So it depends on what night you come. It's a different show every time,
Once the sets are in place, it's time to coach the dozens of actors.
It's 7:30, right? Something like that. We're gonna start in about 15, 20 minutes or so, start letting neighbors in and friends and family. So everyone relax, have a good time, okay? So we have our orientation night, 2 nights in a row before we start. And a lot of the kids come through, they see what rooms they like to work, how they, adapt to it. Fortunately enough, we have a lot of return kids every year, even if they're going to high schools, they go to college and they come back on college weekends, from CSU and Boulder and all of the, local high schools.
Although Halloween is considered by some to be an occasion for little kids, the tour is not recommended for children.
I would actually recommend 13, 14 and higher kind of thing, but I mean, your own kid. I've seen little kids in here that are 7 and 8 years old and they can handle it because I see them every year, but other people, I mean, I've seen 30-year-old women cry and go right back out the front door. You just don't know until you get into it and what people get scared about.
It seems Zachary and his crew know exactly what people get scared about.
Don't leave me here! Don't leave me here!
Little jumpy, aren't we?